Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Thobwe and I'm glad to see all of you here today. I want to talk about something close to my heart, best practices in advocacy and EL parent engagement. Involving families of English learners or ELs in their kids' education can make a dramatic difference in how well those kids do in school. By understanding the challenge these families face and using effective strategies, we can create a better learning environment for our students. First, let's talk about why parent involvement is so important. Research shows that when families get involved, kids tend to do better in school. For instance, a study from the Harvard Family Research Project found that students whose parents are actively engaged in their education often see better academic results. In fact, in schools with involved parents, students are 30% more likely to achieve higher grades. It's eye-opening to think that around 20% of people in the US speak a language other than English at home, and about 8% of those speak English less than very well by US Census Bureau 2020. This really highlights the need for us to team up with English learners' families to support their kids. By working together, we can create a more inclusive learning environment and help all our students succeed. Now let's talk about a fitting example from Adams Elementary in Washington State. They created a special program for English learner families that help improve English test score by 50% in just 2 years. They did a couple of important things. First, they translate newsletters so all families could get the valuable information. Then they offer bilingual workshops to help parents support their kids' learning. These efforts really help get more parents involved and led to better outcomes for EL students. So here is a question for you. What ideas do you have for getting EL families involved in your school? How can we take what worked at Adams Elementary and use it in our own schools? Now, while we know that getting families involved is great, there are some challenges we should consider. Language barriers. Some parents learning English may struggle to understand school information. It's helpful to use an interpreter or find other ways to ensure they know what's going on during meetings. Cultural difference. In some cultures, parents might not be as involved in schools as we expect, which can lead to misunderstandings. Fear and busy schedules. Some parents might feel shy or nervous about talking to school staff, and many have jobs that make it hard to attend school events. Let's take a moment to think about this challenge. I would love for you to turn to your neighbor and share what experience you had with EL parents. It could be a challenge you face or a success story you want to share. Take about 2 minutes for these discussions, and then we will come back together. All right, thank you for sharing. Will anyone like to share a story or a challenge they encountered? Next, let's explore some effective ways to support EL families. Provide translations. Schools should translate valuable information for parents who don't speak English as required by law. Use interpreters. Instead of asking students to translate for their parents, we should use professional interpreters. Different ways to communicate. Teachers can reach out to parents in diverse ways like phone calls, email, or text. It's important to communicate in the language they are most comfortable with so they fully understand. Now let's practice. In small groups, I would like you to role play how you will explain a school event to an EL parent using these strategies. Take 5 minutes for this role play and then we will share some of your ideas with a larger group. All right. Will anyone like to share how their role play went? What strategies work well? Now let's talk about how to engage EL families more effectively. Make parents feel welcome. It's so important to make sure EL parents feel invited and valued at school events. Culturally relevant events. Planning events that celebrate diverse culture can help us connect better. And let's not forget to provide interpreters so everyone can understand. Flexible ways to get involved. School can offer various ways for parents to participate, such as online meeting or scheduling events at times that suit their schedule. Here's another activity for you. Take a few minutes to brainstorm ideas for an event we could host at our school that respect diverse cultures. Discuss your idea with your partner, and I will ask for a few of your thoughts after you have had time to talk. Thank you. Who would like to share one of your event ideas? Now here are some practical ideas to help you get started. Workshops for parents. We could host workshops in parents' native language to show them how to support their children's learning. Share translate materials. Provide important school documents like event notice and progress reports in different languages is crucial. Bilingual conference. Setting up parent-teacher conference with interpreter will help parents feel more comfortable discussing their child's progress. I encourage each of you to think about one of these ideas and create a simple action plan for how you will use it in your classrooms. Take 2 minutes to write down a specific action you can take to support EL parents. We will wrap up by hearing a few of your plans. Okay, who would like to share their action plan? To wrap up, it's important to involve EL parents in their kids' education. When we understand the challenge they face and give them the right support, we can build stronger connection between schools and families. Advocating for them means making sure they feel welcome and have what they need to help their children succeed. Thank you for your time today. I cannot wait to hear your ideas and discuss how we can all work together to support our EL families.